Hi my friends, thank you for joining me again for another recipe for survival. I'm trying to make edamame dumplings. I've been making edamame dumplings, I just want to make them for you. I want to make an episode that'll work for my friends. We're going to cook off the edamame and watercress in salted boiling water, which we have going now, at a medium simmer for 4 minutes. Then I'm going to blend the watercress and edamame with 1/4 cup, a little bit of the cooking liquid, a dollop of some yogurt, because some recipes I read called for sour cream and lemon, so I'm using yogurt, which is what I have in the house, some sesame oil, and I have Japanese pepper. I'm also going to put some garlic and a few slices of ginger in when I'm cooking off the watercress and edamames. Now, if you don't have sesame oil, don't run out and get sesame oil. I've been doing so many of these recipes and I was doing something else that I got myself some sesame oil. Otherwise, use a little oil. If you don't have red pepper flakes, you might not even want, or you can use a dash of Tabasco. You want to just make it with ingredients. You want to make whatever you want to make with ingredients you keep in the house, and that's why maintaining basic staples is the most important part and what Recipes for Survival stands for. Okay, my friends, the water has come to a good rigorous boil. I'm going to add the defrosted watercress and edamames to... Correction, the watercress was fresh, only the edamames were frozen and needed defrosting. 4 minutes. Once you get them in, you want to bring the temperature down from that rigorous boil to a nice medium and cook that for about 4 minutes. I'm going to reserve, some of the cooking liquid. Oh, I know. We're going to make the puree and then I'm going to let it sit in the refrigerator to set up. Like I said, I've done this many times, and every time you read, you learn to do it, you learn something new. So this has been drained, and we're just going to neatly get these into the blender. If you have a Cuisinart, you're really lucky, and that's what you should use for this kind of project. We'll just use the top from my pot. And I'm going to begin by chopping, and then I will bring it to a puree. And at this point is when I'm going to start to, season it. Like it was, the edamame and watercress and garlic was cooked in, that's very good, in well salted water. Now I'm gonna use some of my salt of the earth, which is seasoned salt. I'm gonna put a little sesame oil. That will help, give it some viscosity, and not that you're gonna see the color in the dumpling, but this holds it together nicely. And I probably have about 1/2 cup of whole milk yogurt here. I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons. Actually, these are teaspoons. I'm using a teaspoon. A tablespoon or 2, depending on how much you have and what you think your taste might be. And some of this hot pepper. Alright, my friends, so that's at least to the part of getting the blended edamame and watercress for what will be the filling in the dumplings. I'm just about ready to show you how to start making some dumplings. So let's get on with it. Let me explain what's going on here. I have a close-up which you'll see. I have the wonton, the dumpling wrappers under a damp cloth. Maybe a little too damp, but yeah, a damp cloth, okay? Otherwise, yeah, do that. Leave them either in a plastic bag or something when you're working with them. I have under damp cloth works. And almost like a real cooking show, I actually have the edamame mixture set up from a previous batch that I made, and it's perfect. I think I'm going to show the pea pod on this one. Again, you know, I don't even use a full teaspoon. Use just to use the teaspoon to get some of the filling in. Hi, my friends. So I'm going to try to show you how to make a couple of these dumplings in close up in video and see how that comes out. But I'm just trying my best. What can I say? Okay. A little of the mix, you know, the filling. Oh, you know what? I think it's actually the further away one that you can see better. Leave it to me, right? A little mixture. And actually, when you're cooking, you want to do the same action over and over, then do the next action, then do the next action. So here we have them filled, and then we'll go around. I wanted, you know, I've read there's a way to fold the square ones, which I might try just for the fun of it with this round one, which is again a traditional wonton fold, but there you go. Again, I'm going to do the pea pod because that's the one I like the most. So you begin by folding over in half and then pinching really tightly the edges where the water is and keeping the filling, you know, towards the center of the dumpling. Then you're going to lift it up. I hope you can see this. And start to fold from the center to the right, pinching and pinching and pinching. And this is called pea pod shape. I'm going to show you now how to make a dipping sauce for the edamame and watercress dumplings. I'm going to start by thinly slicing one beautiful scallion. A lot of the recipes that I read for the dipping sauce call for red wine vinegar, which I don't keep in the house because I keep rice vinegar in the house, which is I think the perfect, you know, across the board, best vinegar to keep in the house, basic staple. And then, of course, some tamari. It's like 1/4 cup to 1/4 cup. Tablespoon of sesame oil. And then where it gets funny is a number of recipes I saw called for honey, because now it's like a sweetening agent, a little sweet, like, or brown sugar. I'm going to use mirin, which is actually almost like a sake, but with very low alcohol content. I'm going to get these scallions into the little bowl. I'm starting with the tamari, because this will always keep also in your refrigerator. Nice condiment to have. And then the rice vinegar. I'm not putting all that much vinegar. Little sesame oil. And a good tablespoon of the mirin. And the red pepper flakes, which I have. Now, I have to say, I think the ingredients that I have you can get this in any supermarket. To me, it's not like Indian cooking is really condiments that I wouldn't keep around for like everyday use as basic staples. But to me, these are basic staples. So, I'm gonna make a bunch more, dumplings with the filling that I have, and then show you how to steam them off and finally have something to eat here. These are the dumplings I have. I'm going to steam them. There's water in this pot just to the bottom of the steamer. I'll get that on a high heat, and I don't think it should take but 15 minutes. So I'll speak to you soon, and if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me on d@recipes4survival.com. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.